Hubbard was a fantasist, a junkie womanizing Scientologist. Leave your friends and family behind. Take another course and let him fuck up your mind. Come in for a personality test. Forget psychologists, we know best. 'Cause we've been told by an alien called Xenu. Oh, L. Ron Hubbard was a hypnotist, master manipulator, Scientologist. And some kids, they never get to choose. We talk about consent, it never makes the news. Come in for a personality test. Forget psychologists, we know best. 'Cause we've been told by an alien called Xenu. Oh. Am I always gonna do this? Okay, let's just start again, shall we? I'm sure you can imagine what I said, but I said, hi and welcome. If you are watching live or on the replay, let me know what time it is and where you're watching from, because I love to know. Oh my goodness. Luckily I caught it this time. Last time I did a live stream, I was muted for about 5 minutes. You guys can hear me now, I think. Fantastic. Yes, so today's stream, we are going to be talking a little bit about the most miserable place in Brighton, and that is the Church of Scientology, of course. Sorry, Marilyn. I was trying to tell her. I'm just the worst at it. I muted it so that I wasn't talking over my little song at the beginning and then forgot to unmute it. So it is what it is. So last weekend this weekend just gone, I went to Brighton, which is a little seaside kind of city thing. It's only about an hour away from London, which is not too bad at all. And I went down there with a friend. It was a great little day. We, enjoyed the pier and went on the beach and all that kind of stuff. But we also went to visit the Scientologists, because at the weekend, they actually get a Dianetics table outside of the org, and they do stress testing. Now, their org is, well, it's in this like building just on the top floor, and I didn't go in personally. I have watched some other videos. There is the SP chef and also Absolute Audits that went in and checked it out, and it's the most miserable place I think I've ever seen at all. Mischief managed. I watched your poor friend get his stress test done. I know. Listen, I didn't ask him to sit down and take it. I think he wanted to give it a go. I think he found the cans just really funny. It's quite hilarious to see someone who's never done Scientology like faced with an e-meter. Very, very funny. Now, I thought I should let you guys know a couple things. Now, when you actually search up the Church of Scientology for Brighton, on the old Google, check this out, actually comes up as a mental health service, counselling and mental health. Now this is on Yelp, which is kind of like, the yellow pages. So yeah, that is that one. And then we also have, hold on a second, Brighton.org.uk also says the Church of Scientology is a counsellor. Now, I saw this and was quite concerned. And you don't actually have to have any qualifications to call yourself a psychologist or a counsellor. How crazy is that? So they're allowed to call themselves that, even though it's totally not what they do, and they are very much not in the mental health field. So yeah, just thought you guys should be aware of that. I'm just checking you guys coming in here. Can see some, we've got Sweden in the house. Hello to you. We have got some friends in the UK. Hello, hello. L. Ron Hubbard. See, my OT powers work from Target 2. I can make silence happen. Did you mute my stream? Very rude. Very rude. Amazing. I'm going to try and keep up with this chat as best as I can. And yeah, if you guys have questions, just put question in there so I can see it. We've got the SP chef in here. Indeed, I went in on a Thursday a couple of weeks ago, about 1:45 p.m. It was so empty and so sad. Yes, and that is what I kind of have taken away from this too. It is a failing org for sure, which, I mean, no offense, but we don't really want them to be recruiting more people in there. But I'm going to show you a video just now. Hold on. And it's by Absolute Audits, and I actually included it in my little recap thing that I made of the weekend. And before the Scientologists get all mad about him asking about David Miscavige's trafficking allegations, they actually are just in the org, and it's, well, you know what? I'll just show you. That'd be probably better. Hey, let's see. Which one is it? That's the question. There we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. There we go. Alrighty, so this is Absolute Audits, as I said. The org in Brighton, hold on, it's down this little like back street. Hold on.
Scientology. Over the last year, I've been filming a bit of a series about the Church of Scientology, predominantly covert.
So
I'm going to have to be covert to get inside because I have rung them to find out where they are. And
so where this door just is on the left, that's actually where the Church of Scientology is. And you literally have to just ring up and go up to the top floor to actually get in there, which Absolute Audits goes in and actually checks it out. And you'll see when they head inside that it is just the most drab, uninspiring place in the world. And I really feel for them. Like, it almost feels like they're just trapped in there, the actual staff members. So there you go. Here we go. There's the little org there. You see they've got their stress testing table in the corner, ready for whatever they might be up to. I have no idea what all those folders are about. But look at it. It's just absolutely desolate. I don't know. It just seems super sad. They must be so cold as well. They're all wearing their coats inside. What the heck? Are they not turning the heating on in this place? Like, what is happening? And also, like, no shade, but that guy is super duper old. Look at him. Why is he working in this place? What the hell? Ugh, not the picture. Not the picture of L. Ron Hubbard on the wall, honestly. It's so bare bones to see that. I'm just like, ugh.
oh, there you are. Yeah, I did. I thought I'd bump into you.
Oh, no, I came in the lift. Can I ask who you are and everything?
Can I ask who you are and everything? Like, they're already prepared for so much conflict and stuff, I think. Anonymous did protest in Brighton, and it was a huge protest. I actually have a clip of it, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. Yeah, it's just not a welcoming place, in my opinion. Anyway, he actually sits down and has a little chat with them, and this is what happens when he asks them about David Miscavige's human trafficking allegations.
You know, there was a recent kind of thing that caught my interest around David Miscavige, actually. Was so he was served papers, 27 27 cases of human trafficking, for example, and he was served
take this conversation elsewhere. Okay.
Why?
Because these guys here are very dedicated to science.
We can't let them hear the N theta that you're spreading. Literally, they're like, we're taking this conversation elsewhere. That's not what happens. They do not continue this conversation. He actually just gets kicked out. But this dude is trying to protect them from hearing bad things about David Miscavige. Tell me you're in a cult without telling me you're in a cult.
Scientology.
Right.
They're very dedicated to Scientology. They know that it works. They know that there's bad stuff in the media.
Yeah.
I don't want it discussed in this space. So if you come with me.
All right. So it'll affect business then.
So it'll affect business then.
Look, I don't want to waste your time, mate. I actually don't want to waste it. I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Because there's no need to have you here.
Yeah.
You're here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not very saving mankind of you. We don't need to have you here. And so they basically believe that anyone that's coming to oppose them is what they call an antisocial personality. And believe it or not, Scientology Brighton actually have their very own YouTube channel. All of these links to these video guys, I will put them all in the description when the video ends, so you can go and check them out in their entirety. They are all Brighton based. There'll be this Absolute Audits one. You can see the SB Chef going in there, and some other ones that I scoured from the internet as well. So all of them will be in there. But yeah, it made me sad seeing all of them in there with their coats on, eating their little lunches, just like on these crappy chairs. I don't know. It's not giving we are the best, most successful religion in the world. Just saying. What was I going to show you? I literally just said it and I've already forgot. Oh, yes. The Scientology YouTube channel. Hold on. Share this tab instead. Okay, so this video comes from Church of Scientology Brighton. They have got 21 subscribers. So if you want to give them a subscribe, you're more than welcome to. But they are posting videos on here about the truth about drugs and all of that kind of jazz too. But this one actually explains a little bit about how to deal with suppressive people, which is what they think that anybody opposes them or comes asking questions is an antisocial personality. And she's going to explain a run-in she had with someone who was questioning the practices of Narconon.
To the side. She wasn't really involved in our conversation, was kind of waiting on her. But me and this girl got onto the subject of a thing called Narconon. And Narconon means non-narcotics. And it's a drug and alcohol rehabilitation program. It's a residential program. And people are gotten off their addictions. And it's the most successful rehab program, as far as I'm aware, in the world.
As far as you're aware, love, because you are made only aware of what the Church of Scientology wants you to be aware of. So, yeah.
And certainly after 5 years, the amount of people that go back, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant program. And we got...
She has no idea what even happens on this program. Like, I kid you, I'm willing to bet money on it. Honestly. She will have been told this is the best thing ever. She's got her lines she has to deliver to the public. And she has not been on it, not read anything bad about it, won't look at any negative media because we have no N theta here, people. No negative media anywhere.
Chatting about this, and we were also chatting about, there was another program we both knew about. I'm sure there's a few good programs, but this other one, I won't say what it's called, but it starts with P. And this was more like a drug reassignment program, because what they did was they got people in and they basically put them on a different drug, a more acceptable drug that was prescribed by the doctor.
I don't know what this P other program is that she's talking about. It could be psychiatry. I don't know why she won't say it. I'm not sure if there is another. I don't know much about drug rehabilitation programs. I haven't done extensive research into them. I should make that a thing. But yeah, she won't say what the program is, only that they reassign the drugs.
Etc. Not an illegal substance, but it was a completely different program, and we were talking about...
It must be psychiatry, right? Because like antidepressants are legal and they hate antidepressants. I don't know.
That. And also this other programme was about 5 times more expensive. Really, there was lots of things we were talking about, and this girl was quite interested. But then her friend overheard a bit, and she butted in. And in real life, this is the only person I've ever heard speak out against Narconon to me. Like I say, on social media, it's amazing how many people can come out with things that they maybe wouldn't have before. But in my life, I've told a lot of people about Narconon, and she's the only person I've ever met who...
I wonder if she's ever met someone who's had a successful time at Narconon who is not a Scientologist. That's what I'm wondering.
Spoke out against it.
Also, guys, I should say, please don't send any hate or bad vibes to any of the people in the videos that I show in this. That is not what we are doing here today. We are just trying to highlight what members of the Church of Scientology actually believe in. Yada, yada, yada. You know the rules, guys. Be kind.
Anyway, so she butted into the conversation. She said it was a terrible thing, Narconon. It was really evil. She'd heard about it. It was really bad. And at first I thought, well, she's got it confused with something else, because it's the best rehab program on the planet. So that doesn't...
It's the best rehab program on the planet. I'm pretty sure with Narconon, they actually were claiming they had like something like a 70% success rate, and their lawyers actually made them take that out because it wasn't proven. Yeah, I think most drug programs, I think it's like a 20% success rate or something like that. So 70% is wildly outrageous of them to claim.
Makes sense. So at first I started telling her, no, this is what it is, and she's like, no, I know who you are. Definitely not. It's bad. Now, then I was telling about the comparison with this other company group, and how they, you leave them just on a different drug. And they were good. And
I want to know what it is she's talking about. Does anybody know what drug program she's talking about?
we were terrible. Anyway, this went on. It went on for a good 5 minutes. And I wasn't actually upset at all. I was more interested and curious why she felt that way. And eventually I started thinking, maybe I've got a problem here. So I thought, right, I'm going to...
So how has she got there? This is my question, right? So she has gone from, this person's got, had heard some bad things about this drug program. And she's gone, oh, maybe this person is an SP. Like, only in a cult do you get to that logic, right?
I ask her quite if she's a suppressive or antisocial personality, then she doesn't really wish any good for any of these people. So
could you imagine being could you imagine being asked, like, are you a suppressive person? Are you an antisocial person? Like, what response are you expecting from that?
I'll find out. So I said to her, right, well, all right, I understand what you're saying, after she'd finished telling me I was terrible. I was like, well, would you prefer it if all these drug addicts just died? And she couldn't...
Again, how has she got there? She's gone from, I'm not sure about this Narconon thing, it's messed up. And they're like, well, would you prefer if they all died? What the hell? Literally, what the hell? How do you get there?
help herself. She couldn't hide it. It was just like a massive... She was so like, she couldn't not be happy about that idea.
She probably thought you were freaking crazy, man. That's probably why. That's probably why she was laughing. Anyway, this channel, I'll show you. There it is. Church of Scientology, Brighton. Learn about life, relationships, and get information. I can't read that because my camera's in the way. On self-improvement courses. There you go. Now listen, they've got a few videos in here. This one made me laugh. Same lady.
In London. And I'm doing a little talk today on how to live with children.
How to live with children.
Because, well, we have to. No.
Tell me you've got a disdain for children without telling me you've got a disdain for children. What the heck?
My name's Teresa Kane, and I'm doing a little talk today on how to live with children. Because, well, we have to.
Well,
no options with a lockdown.
oh, yikes. Well, we have to. Anyway, I just thought that was super funny. Again, no tea, no shade to this lady. She is, you know, obviously been put up to making videos for this page. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be putting myself out there on YouTube for the Church of Scientology, that's for sure. Anyway, Teresa, if you need help getting out, please send me an email at hellokellicopter@gmail.com and we'll find you the help you need. So, let's see what you guys are saying in here. Let's see. Cassie Isaac just popping in on your break. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Brighton is your old hometown. Yeah, I honestly was considering moving there, genuinely. I thought, let's go check it out. And it's such a good vibe of a place. Like, there's so much fun stuff to do. The people seem very, like, colourful and creative, which is cool. The deal breaker, though, is honestly the Pebble Beach. That thing is no fun to walk on whatsoever. I have, like, a craving for the sea since coming back from Florida. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go live out here. Walking on that Pebble Beach was a hard no. Went into the sea for a bit, and there was jellyfish. And anybody that's been a subscriber of this channel knows how I feel about jellyfish. So yeah, it's definitely a no for that one. But I would always come to visit there. It's such a cool city, and yeah, really, really like it there. Let's see. Oh, we've also got a video in here from the SP chef, if I can find it. Where are we at? Here it is. Thank you for bearing with me, you guys. Alrighty, this video comes from SP Chef. I will, again, leave the links to everything below so you can go and check out all of these videos and learn everything there is to know about Brighton.
So is it right that some of those, they call them not OT courses, it's some of the courses you have to do before you get up to the high levels, is it right that you have to listen to some of the lectures because they're relevant to those courses?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
Okay, so you will do them like
That's
simultaneously.
my kind of understanding of it.
Yeah.
It sort of goes
So
along like
my
that.
question is then, where are you on the bridge?
Oh,
Have
okay.
you done any of the courses? I mean, are you like?
Yeah,
are you
I mean, I'm not too high, but
Don't
I've done
feel free. Don't feel that you need to tell me specifics. I'm just
No.
curious.
I mean, I haven't gone up to the top, you know, if you like, but I've done a few levels, and I'm very happy with what I've achieved, and I've achieved a lot from it.
So
in terms of personal.
They always say I've achieved a lot from it, but every time I've asked a Scientologist, what have you got from it? They're like, oh, it made my life better. I'm like, but how? They don't seem to be able to answer that question. Anyway, if you want to check out Samuel's video, you absolutely can. I will leave a link for it in the description once this live stream ends. Now, what I do want to show you guys is my experience with these guys. So let me switch over to my video here. Here we go. It's starting to pick up in the views here, that guys. Thank you for that. If you haven't gone and watched it, please go and watch it after this video ends, and give it a like, give it some love. I'll be doing a whole series of these. I've designed the thumbnail like interview with the vampire, but I'm going to be doing them for all of the orgs in the UK. That is my plan, to have conversations with Scientologists from all over the place. Anyway, this is a conversation I had with what I can imagine, I think, is a public Scientologist, but that does some volunteering on the weekends. She's got kids, and she is here doing this promo work for Scientology instead of spending the time at home with her family. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, there's me losing my place. Here we go. Sorry guys, I literally just lost my place. There we go.
Good for you. Very nice. Are you in the Sea Org by any chance? Yeah. No. Do you know anyone who is? You got friends in the Sea Org? Yeah. Do you know like their working conditions are crazy?
They seem fine.
They seem fine. Okay. How long have you been in Scientology for? 15 years? When did you join? Like, how old are you?
If you don't mind us asking.
And do you find it
My friend just being like super polite for me. I'm like, answer the questions.
it's helpful for you?
Very, yes. So I
Yeah?
can be everything.
How has it helped you?
Oh, loads. I mean, it's a practical thing. It's like you've got a problem. There's always a solution. Like you do a course.
If you've got a problem, there's always a solution. Like, do a course.
Personality or something, so things like, I don't know, building my business, making that more successful, handling my...
That one I might believe her on, because there are business courses and stuff in there. Like any high control group, guys, has to have some sort of helpful things on the outside, on the outskirts. Otherwise, nobody would ever join. So I'm sure she did find some normal things. But she says here, handling my kids. Who says that? Handling them? Do they need to be handled? I get the feeling that the Scientology people don't like children.
Kids, loads of stuff, everything.
Do you do Scientology with your kids as well, or no?
No, but like in terms of being a better way of communicating, it's more positive, really.
So do you work in the org then? Are you a staff member?
Yeah, weekends, yeah.
Yeah. My dad used to work in Manchester org, you know. Yeah, he was there for I think like 6 years, but not anymore though. Not anymore. He got to OC5 though. Good for him, but
I'm about to drop the body Thetan bomb on her.
he kind of was just like auditing body Thetans, you know. So he like was like, I'm out. I'm over it. Like that wasn't for him. I don't know. I guess it is for some people. Like, are you doing the bridge? Yeah. How far are you on the bridge? Oh, so you've done the body Thetans then. You know about that. Like you've done the auditing them out of like all of that.
So honestly, I wasn't obviously pointing the camera at her while I was having this bit of the conversation, but as soon as I mentioned the body Thetans, like she went white. She was just looking at me like, oh my God, what? And when she asked me if I'd done anything, I went, no. I was like, oh, she's shocked because technically I should have pneumonia, right? Like that's what they're told. Like it's so confidential and secret. And I can't remember exactly what OT7 is, but I'm pretty sure it's just self-auditing. They're auditing out body Thetans, and that's what they're doing for the whole thing. And it can take like 20 years to complete it. So yeah, she looked shocked that I even knew what the heck that was. But there was no question about it. I was just like, yeah, he didn't want to do the body Thetans no more.
No. My dad has though. He said that it was just more of the same. So he was like, I'm out. Flag. Yeah. Yeah, we lived in East Grinstead for a while too. I went to Greenfields.
Anyway, if you guys want to check out that whole video, the conversation was super duper interesting. And I really hope to have some more conversations like that with Scientologists. I'm currently trying to subtitle the conversation I had with Maggie in London, who again, she genuinely seemed like a nice person, and I honestly hope she sends me an email one day so we can help her get the hell out of there. And that goes for anyone. If you guys are watching in Brighton org right now, send me an email and we can help you leave. It is not too late. You have no freeloader debt to pay. It is a lie. And yeah, I'm just going to keep putting stuff out there and talking to people from around the country if I can about all of this stuff as well. Did I show you all my clips? I think I did. Oh, I have one more, which is cool. Now this I did include in the video I made, but this is from, I think it's called The Truth About Scientology, which is a really old documentary. I cannot remember what year it came out, but you can tell by the picture quality that it's an old one. But you can see the difference between Brighton today and Brighton back then.
Scientology, for all its 35-year existence, has been highly controversial.
Ooh, 35-year existence, so what is that? So this came out in like, what, the late 80s? It must be, right?
But in places like Brighton, it's become more than just a controversy. Here, it's a day-to-day reality. The young men and women recruited on these streets are joining one of the most active and powerful cults in the Western world.
back when the media used to just say it how it was.
Scientology exerts huge influence, it commands huge wealth. Yet in southern England, the movement's European power base, there's bitter disagreement about what it is and what it stands for. Is it the road to total freedom, as its followers insist?
Nope.
Or is it nothing more than a fraud, and in some cases even the road to total ruin?
Yeah,
The
that one.
opponents say the cult should not be taken at face value. Among their fiercest critics is Helen Ezekiel. She says in reality the cult is dogmatic and intolerant and does more harm than good. Others living in the South despise Scientology, but for different reasons. For example, the cult stands accused of breaking up families. Some followers have paid £100,000. In Brighton, Nicola Trudgeon was caught up in the Hubbard money-making machine. Steve Bisbee left the cult in 1982. He was unhappy that so little was spent on the basic welfare of staff.
Nothing has changed then. Anyway, this is just a little clip. This comes from Hubbard Scam, which is a YouTube channel. They've got a bunch of these old clips about Scientology from little documentaries and things. So I will, again, put all these links in the description after this video ends so you can check all of those out. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. Let's see. Mischief managed. Would you prefer it if they died? That's a leap. Yeah, I know. Absolutely it was. Yeah, you can contact me. Thank you, Nancy, for putting that in there. hellokellicopter@gmail.com. If you want to get in touch, please do so. Sandy McKenna's in here. Hello, Sandy. Hope you're doing all right. SP Chef says, in their mind, Scientology is the only solution for all the problems. Thus, if you question or oppose it, it means you must want humanity to fail and never improve. I thought that too when I was in. And how powerful is that mindset, you guys? And it means that when talking to people who have opposing views, like they just can't hear it. And I felt that when I was talking to the guys in Brighton. It was just like hitting a wall, you know, they didn't want to hear it. I did think they did converse with me a bit more than I thought they were going to, because all I was presenting to them was my own experience. And if they believe what is true for you is true for you, then, you know, they can't really deny that. Now, there was a moment in the video, I'll make sure you guys go and I'll put a link so you can go watch it, where the boss lady came down to get rid of me, to handle me. And she was like, I just came over to see my friend. And it was a damn lie, because the guy I spoke to at the beginning, he disappears. I start talking to Stephanie, and then he goes off, and then this lady comes over. So, you know, and she approaches her and is like, well, why does she know about this stuff? Which I couldn't even really pick it up on there, but on the video. But she was like, oh, she knows about this and this, which Stephanie had my back, to be fair, and was like, well, her dad was in it, so. But yeah, it was a bit wild, and she was very cold, and you know, that is the way to describe the experience I had with them. It was very cold and unfeeling, for lack of a better word. Kathy Ann says, jellyfish are Xenu's minions, for sure. Absolutely they are. Awful. Get them out of here. Mena, hello you, says, we took my very grumpy 14-year-old daughter to Brighton, and by the end of the day she was shouting at us for not bringing her up there. Well, I mean, you can tell her she did not miss out on much, and she can check the videos from Absolute Audits to see, and SP Chef to see how sad it is. And I hope that they turn the heating on soon for those guys, because they are working in there all day and having to deal with evil SPs such as myself. So, yes. Sheila G says, catching up, love your intro song. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, so I want to show you the original, because I didn't invent that song at all, and I don't want to take credit for it. Let me Let me play you this. It's so good. Now, this is actually a protest done in London, and the artist of the song is called Ollie the Octopus. I think is the name. Hold on, let me share this. Let me share it. Here we go. The channel is here. Charles Veach, I think is how you say it. And he did this cool little song in the organ. It's so funny because the staff members are obviously trying to get rid of him, and he's just carrying on singing. It's honestly hilarious.
Sacked from the Navy for science fiction writer, Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard was a fantasist, science fiction writer, Scientologist. Sacked from the Navy 2 years ago. He wrote a book called Dianetics, and here's how it goes. Coming for a personality test.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
We know
Can you just not do that, please?
Oh, it's 2 minutes.
Can you just not do that, please?
By an alien
called Xenu.
L. Ron Hubbard was a fantasist.
Excuse me?
A junkie womanizing Scientologist.
Woohoo!
Well concocted and elaborate ruse. Popular with stupid people like Tom Cruise. Coming for a personality test. Ignore psychologists, we know best. Cause we've been told by an alien called Xenu. Whoa, L. Ron Hubbard was a fantasist. Now he's a liberated fetus Scientologist. So leave your friends and family behind. Give him all your money, let him fuck up your mind.
There you go. So I'll definitely leave a link for that as well because it is so good. I changed the words a little bit and added my own little verse to it because you got to add your own spin to these things. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making that. So I made a little track on my garage band with a keyboard, which is still sat down here. Ugh, it's all down there. Had it balanced on my knees like a true professional. I even got the djembe out and was doing some drumming and all sorts. So yeah, I'm going to check in the chat for any questions or anything. The next video coming from me should be my interview with a London Scientologist, which you'll be able to see soon. But yeah, do go and check out my other one. And guys, if you haven't seen my video about the Matrix and Scientology, please check that out. It hasn't hit so well at the moment, but I'm hoping that some people will go and see it because I had so much fun making it, and I think it's pretty good. So yes. Esperanza says, "Hi Kelly, I'm catching up. I love your friend was game to do the test. He escaped, thankfully. Yeah, he was never going to buy a book. He was just going to check it out, and he's also the most zen human alive. So he was never going to read as stressed, I don't think." Yes. Mischief managed. Comment. Always a solution. Give us your money. Absolutely. SP Chef says, comment, it reminds me of how as a child I would have to write a success story and I would just write something like, I liked it and it was fun. And you have to like build the workout up. I liked it a lot and it was very fun and I would do it again. Maybe. Craig. Hello, Craig. Question. Since protesting in Clearwater with many other people from SPTV, have you felt more comfortable protesting over here and talking face to face with Scientologists? Yes, 100%. Going back to Flag, it's like, that Flag building is like the biggest building in Clearwater, by the way. So it was quite intimidating, but being down there, especially with like Jenna and stuff as well, who was just drawing that giant middle finger on the floor, with someone reporting up to her freaking uncle. Like I just love that. And yeah, I was very empowered down there by all of the other SPs that were speaking up and protesting. I'd never protested before that. I'm not a super confrontational person. And, you know, I think there's different ways to do protests for sure. I will always try and have a conversation with these people. You know, I don't know what we'll get through. If I'm honest, I don't think that, you know, I necessarily got through to anyone that I spoke to this weekend. But I'm all about trying it out. I'm very much not scared of talking to them. I will never, on one of those street testing things, get on one of those e-meters again. Like, it actually offends me, the idea of getting on one again. So that will definitely never happen. But yeah, that's I hope that answers your question. Yeah, I'm not scared of talking face to face with them. They're just people at the end of the day. And unfortunately, they have been lied to. They might think they have some power of confronting and shattering suppression, but they literally don't. And actually, when they are confronted, they actually get shy and run away. The lady that I was talking to, Stephanie, where is it? Let me just show you quickly, guys. Sorry, I'm jumping around all my screens today. But I just want to show you when her boss mate comes along. Also, shout out to the list. And Liz Gale is back on YouTube. Go and check out Liz Gale's channel, because she is back on the tube. Sorry, I just saw the list and thought I should mention that. Okay. Okay, so her mate comes along. Can see her here. Just check that's on my screen. Yeah, it is. Cool. Don't know what her name was, but she's ready to handle me.
Greenhouse, she's not in anymore though. He's left from Manchester. No, well, he's not in Brighton, so you probably wouldn't have. But yeah. Have I done any courses? You know, when I was about
Right,
9,
look at what she is
I didn't
doing
finish
here.
it, though.
She is holding her
So,
arm, which the body language analysis would probably tell you this was a self-soothing gesture. But she wasn't uncomfy like that when she was talking to me before. You know, she was just having a chat, and now she's all, I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, she looks super uncomfortable, and I'm like, I really hope she doesn't get in trouble for, you know, just talking to me. But you know what? It's the weekend. She's got her own business. She's got a family. Like, maybe they should just let her have the time off. You know, what the heck? But yeah, I thought that was kind of sad because I didn't see it because I was talking to her mate. So when I watched this on the replay, I was like, you know, watched it back to edit it. I was like, oh my goodness, like, she looks super uncomfortable, and like she is just trying to soothe herself in this situation, which just makes me a bit sad. Anyway, yeah, wanted to just share that with you. Mischief Managed says that was a great conversation. Well, I am glad that you found it interesting. Yeah, hopefully we can do many, many more of them as I go around the UK to talk to all of the people, if they will talk to me, of course. Nermin Odkin says nothing has changed and it's 2024. I know, absolutely. What is for sure, though, is that they are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And hopefully we are on the right track to getting this cult abolished. Oh, look at that. Kathy Ann being an absolute legend. Finding the links for all of this stuff. Thank you, Kathy. I will put them all in the description so you guys can find them later. Liz Gale is in the chat. Hello, Liz Gale. I just mentioned, I hope you caught it. But yeah, I hope everyone goes and check out your channel. I've just watched your 2 videos that you have uploaded, and I'm glad you are back, and I am enjoying the format you have taken. It is very cool. And I like your brick wall. You know I'm a fan of a brick wall. I've got one back here too. Anyway, I hope you're good, and welcome back to YouTube. Clearwater Chad is in the chat. Hope you're all right, Clearwater Chad. Nice to see you. Let's see. Kathy Ann says she got pretty nasty about it. Yeah, I mean, she just wanted me to get the heck out of there, and she was going to do whatever the heck it took to make that happen. So, you know, And I wasn't there I'm not about having arguments with people, I was there with my friend, like we were having a good time, but I want to try and include, going in and protesting, but not making it the full, the only thing I'm focused on. At the end of the day, guys, I'm not in Scientology anymore. I am lucky to be away from it, and I do not want to be consumed by it at all, because I've got so many awesome things going on in my life. I want to protest it, and I want to keep speaking out about it, but I definitely do not want to get upset when they start coming at me like that. I'm just like, cool, no stress, peace and love here, guys, see you later. But don't get it twisted, I'm going to be here making videos. So Nancy says, how did he get inside? If you're talking about absolute audits, the first video I played, he just buzzed up. At the end of the day, it is an org, and they're supposed to be open to the public. It's apparently supposed to be a Class V org, which means you can go all the way up to clear, I want to say. I don't know all the jargon, you guys, but I'm pretty sure it means they can go up to clear in there. But I'm like, where? It's like one room. I guess there's offshoot rooms or offices or whatever is up there, but it just looks super miserable. I cannot imagine being there, and feeling inspired to save the planet or whatever it is the heck they're doing up there. Watching from New York, says Jessica Beach, 60 minutes from the closest org. Amazing, amazing. We will do a room raid at the end of this, guys. I always say I'm going to do it, and then it gets to the end of the stream and I forget to do it. But we will do it today. In fact, I'm going to make sure I've got it loaded up on the side to see if anyone is live, which there are. Amazing. I'll just check in the chat for any questions. If you've got any, get them in now, because I will be jettisoning myself out of here very shortly. Mena says she was actually coming to watch that when she saw I was live. Well, you can go back to it after this. Thank you for jumping in the stream. From a Poet is here. Hello, hello, hello. Ultimate Sleep says you look amazing today. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I've been in the sun a lot, so I'm a bit... You can't really tell on screen, but I'm a little bit tanned, so good for me, hey? Nemin Odkin says, Elron couldn't clear anyone, so he labelled them suppressive. Absolutely. Kate Vanderkolm, maybe you've planted a little seed. Yeah, that's what I hope. I think just asking questions that... and I learned this from listening to Tori, is that, it's better to get them to question it themselves than for you to be like, you're in a human trafficking cult. Who was I listening to that was talking about the chairs? It was Nora yesterday. She was talking about, like, I'm going to butcher this, but she was basically saying that the IAS was asking for money for chairs, and instead of just telling them which chair supplier they could give the money to, they were like, no, it's confidential, you got to give it to us, which I'm butchering, but you can see it on a stream she did yesterday. It was really, really interesting. I was like, oh my god, yeah, because then if they think, why can't I just supply the things that the orgs need, why do I have to go through this other group, then it might get them thinking about that. So yeah, definitely a good idea to get them to question it themselves rather than telling them what's what, because ain't nobody like to be told what's what, Gretchen only, hello. Hi Kelly, so excited to catch a live. Saw your interaction in Brighton, so interesting, and you handled yourself well. I gave it my best shot. Thank you, Gretchen. Appreciate that a lot. Mischief Bandage says, question, is this right? I'm word clearing now. Confront equals run away. It does feel like that, doesn't it? They don't really do much confronting. I have not yet been shattered. So yeah, don't think so. Don't think they are doing very well at that. And yeah, the guys in the org from the Absolute Audits one, they were like hunched over, cold in their coats, and I'm like what level on the tone scale is this given? Like, it's just, yeah, the cognitive dissonance is strong, very, very strong. Simon says, artwork says, yeah, having her arm crossed over like that makes her look guarded. I'm not surprised. She had the boss lady coming over, you know. Melanie, hello. She says, comment, you're so good at talking to them because for one thing you had your bad experience as a child and you're not at all threatening. I don't think I'm threatening, you know, and the whole thing is to literally get them to talk, you know. And once they start, you don't need to say a lot for them to continue, because they will. Just like kind of go, okay, whatever. It's a kind of like, it's kind of using their own thing against them with the sort of acknowledgement stuff. You know, if you just keep acknowledging, like, okay, they'll keep going, which is what I found when I've been speaking to different Scientologists, you know. Mary Kazetsa, I hope I said that right. I'm having to work late and listening to you makes it not so bad. Well, I hope your shift goes all right. And I hope you don't have to stay too late and you get to go home soon. Let's see. No, the music guy. Oh, Ollie. Yeah, so London Org, you can just walk in. So he obviously went in there and, you know, was like, yeah, we'll watch your video, and then whips out his guitar to play that song. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, the SP Chef is going on soon, so you guys can check that out after this stream. We got a little message from the SP Chef there. Thank you, darling, for coming in for sure. Amazing. Oh, we've got a super chat here from Andrea Russo. Thank you so much. Hello from Michigan, former second gen, sending you tons of love and support. Former second gens, that means you're no longer in the Church of Scientology. Congratulations to you. Feel free to reach out if you ever want to. My email address is hellokellicopter@gmail.com. You are more than welcome to get in touch, and thank you for the love and support. Sending it back to you as well. B Pickle says, question, any plans to come to Manchester soon? Kelly, yes, absolutely. Manchester is on my list, and the org I've got kind of the most I guess experience with, because you know, that's the one that my dad worked in for like 6 years. So yeah, we definitely are going to go to Manchester org. Bit scary to go back there, but you know, we're definitely going to do it, and my dad might even come along, which will be a wild ride for sure. Amazing. All right, let's do our room raid. I promised I would do it. We're doing it. Here we go. sptv.space. Who have we got? Let's refresh the page. Refreshed. All right, we have got BS Incinerator. We've got me, and we've got Mindy Willens. Let's check out what these guys are up to. Eric Rader. Let's see what he's saying.
The bills. I remember Frankie was making money playing some like Holiday Inn off the 405 or something, doing like jazz. And he's a total metal dude.
Alrighty, so we've got Eric Rader, who's live right now, and we also have got let's see. We have also got Mindy.
Toast, fruit.
Willens.
What typically comes out? We had milk. All the food groups were available to us.
Okay, so Mindy is with Jackson at the moment. Gary Jackson Moorhead, for anyone who doesn't know, he was the former chief of security at Gold Base. He was in charge of enacting the blow drill, which is retrieving people who try to escape. So if you want to check that out, you are more than welcome to. We've also got the SP Chef, who is going live shortly, so you can check him out too. I'm going to leave you with a little song, as always. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hubbard was a fantasist, a junkie womanizing Scientologist. Leave your friends and family behind. Take another course and let him fuck up your mind. Come in for a personality test. Forget psychology. psychologists, we know best. Cause we've been told by an alien called Xenu. L. Ron Hubbard was a hypnotist, master manipulator, Scientologist. And some kids, they never get to choose. We talk about consent, it never makes the news. Come in for a personality test. Forget psychologists, we know best. Cause we've been told by an alien called